Hey guys, welcome back to the Places. Once again, this is your host Sandy Gamer, and today's video we're going to be reviewing another piece of hardware that I've gotten, and this is the Samsung Tab A 10.1 2016. Alright, now that last bit of info is very crucial, right? For some of you guys who are interested in buying this product, I'll get to that in a second. But let's get down to what this is here, right? I've been using it for a couple of days. I want to, let it sink in for a while before I actually start talking about it. First of all, I have to admit that it's a bit of a mixed feeling for the start because the resolution is 1920 by 1200 now. Don't get me wrong, 1080p is a good display. Still, most laptops utilizing 1080p, but I will have to say that even though it is 1080p, the display it does looks a bit weak, right? I mean, certain stuff on the screen it does look a bit blurry. At times you can see the pixels. It's not that big a deal, but it's a bit noticeable, compared to if you're using another device. The brightness of the screen isn't really all that. Remember, this is an IPS, because as you know, Samsung is notable for having super AMOLED displays on their tablets and their devices in general, right? Only like their budget stuff might have IPS, and this tablet, don't get me wrong, this tablet is a budget tablet, so it's gonna use an IPS. The screen is okay, right? If you can settle with 1080p. Now onto the specs, right? This tablet has a Exynos 8700 something processor and 3 gigs of RAM along with 16 gigabytes of internal storage. Sounds a little good on paper, but how does it translate in actual usage? Well, not so well, I would say. It does perform well. Apps and whatnot loads normal, but if you're playing a video game or if you're doing something intensive, it's going to lag and you're going to see it a good bit. Certain games that I've played on my phone, I normally play on my phone. If I play them on the tablet, it lags by a good amount. Also, along with the 16 gigabytes of storage, apparently nearly 6 gigs is used for a bunch of software that comes with the tablet that you probably won't even be using. I find that very annoying because Samsung has been known for doing this quite a bit. They always put some sort of like tinged up stuff, bloatware on the devices when you now purchase it, and you have to end up like getting rid of them somehow, because some of them you cannot get rid of. It just takes up space. So apparently you have 9 gigs of storage just to use it, and that's not a lot at all, right? So keep that in mind when you buy this tablet. You're gonna want to buy an SD card, because thank goodness it have an SD card slot. Buy a 16 gig SD card, buy a 32 gig SD card, put it in, and you get yourself extra storage, right? And you can be able to combat that, because you can't do nothing with 9 gigabytes anymore, sadly enough. Alright, now you got that out of the way. Let's get down to the main attraction of this tablet, the S Pen. Alright, now, like I said, when you look for this online, look for it with the S Pen. There is a version of this online that does not come with the S Pen, and it comes with 2 gigabytes of RAM instead of 3. You do not want to get that version, right? Because the S Pen with this, it's tucked in right neatly inside the tablet at the end, at the bottom, pretty much in a similar way to the Note series. So you can pull it out and you can use it to do notes and whatnot. It has a button that you can do stuff with. It's pretty good. The accuracy is on point. It's nothing that's super sharp, but it does work. My only gripe with the S Pen is that it's so small. It doesn't really feel nice fit in your arm when you're using it. So it's gonna take you a while. Like, say if you're someone that's doing a drawing on paper and you're using a pencil, alright, that's cool. Now if you're using this S Pen to do a drawing on the tablet, it's gonna take you a while to get used to S Pen because of how it's thin and it's small. and the feeling in your arm. But other than that, it's good. It comes with pen pointer you can use to swap out in the pen if the pen point is like damaged or whatever, or if it fades out. So that's another cool thing to look at. You're getting impressive battery life. I forgot to mention the battery life on this is 7300 milliamps, and it's pretty good. It lasts a long one. My phone at this point, I'm using the S8. I'd probably have to charge up the phone like every day, but with the tablet I could go up to 2 days without charging the tablet. So that's a pretty good you know optimization for the battery at that size. So from my point of view, it's worth it. If you guys want to get this, it's worth it for you. Some of you guys who might want to think if this might be your jump, if you want to do drawings and illustrations, maybe, but it really depends on if you guys are willing to take the compromise for 1080p display. If you guys can accept that, then sure. So overall, Samsung Tab A 10.1, it gets a pass, right? I've been liking it so far for the most part. The only gripes I have with this tablet is the lagging in the performance and the running problem that Samsung does with their software, using up like nearly half of the storage space for unwanted apps. Those are the only two problems. And the storage problem, you can easily fix that with an SD card, right? So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this tablet. Have you gotten it already? What are your thoughts about it? Or if you are planning to buy it, let me know, and I guess I'll see you guys later.